There, I think that's better. Hi guys, this is Bill Wilkins again at the Oak Creek Home Center. I apologize for that last little boondoggle. We had a little bit of technical issue. That's my wife behind me trying to hide and stay out of the picture. She's going to help me with this video presentation. So let me start this over for you from the beginning. Hopefully I didn't put a cramp in your neck too much by having to switch this around. We're going to come back to the front living room. Is that better for you guys on the video that are watching? Is my display in the right position? Ah, good. Thank you, Roanne, for telling me. Okay, so this is the Beaumont. It's a model 5079. We'll kind of start over here at the front living room. You'll see the southern yellow pine trim that is overhead, the southern yellow pine baseboards, and the beautiful southern yellow pine doors and the package that's in this home. So when you come back into this home, it's got a really nice master, big double windows, 2-inch mini blinds. We're going pretty fast through this, but I want to give you a real quick preview of what you can expect to see when you come and look at an Oak Creek home. This master bathroom really pops. It's got the island tub with the dual vanity and the drawers here. Big linen storage that's back here. The ceramic, this is a brick backsplash actually. Really looks sharp. And this closet is tremendous. For anybody that has an issue with his and her closets, this one is really, really nice and large. It's actually a full walk-through closet with all kinds of hanging space in it. Comes back in here. Another set of closet rods here. Wood rods, wood shelves, those are typical for our Oak Creek Fort Worth factory. The china sinks, metal faucets, those kinds of things. And then this home has the 60-inch ceramic tile shower. And this bathroom actually has an option for, believe it or not, a shower that's even larger than that. But it is super, super nice. And then we'll come out of the front living room. This is your front living room. And then we'll come back into the dining area. Again, I appreciate y'all's patience. Really super nice big dining area. Be able to handle a large table. And then when this thing opens up to the kitchen, tell me what you guys think of this kitchen with the hickory cabinets in it. I just love it. I think it pops well with the black appliances. Tons and tons of cabinets in this home. Yeah, Shannon, I agree with you. This is a lot better than having to look at it sideways. I apologize for that. Your island has the drawers over door. Actually, you got drawer over door all the way through the kitchen. These beautiful hickory cabinets. I just really like them. What do you guys think about those? I like how the microwave is built in too. And you do have a lot of light coming in. This window that's above the sink, as you can tell, brings a lot of light in here into the kitchen. It's got the little step up here on your kitchen sink, which is really, really nice. And then this one has a really cool feature. You've got 4 bedrooms in this home, and it's kind of a center cluster with large bedrooms. We'll go into a bigger detail tour this Saturday, but really nice bedroom sizes. But to me, I love how this back area opens up and invites you to come back into the second family room. And the second family room is featured with a wood-burning fireplace. It's got the dual bookcases on both sides of the fireplace. But look how nice this family room is. Opens up really large. Lots of windows go all the way around in this thing. It's just really a super deal. One more feature I'm going to show you real quick, and then we're going to get into our presentation of information on site preparation. This is your mudroom. And when you walk into the mudroom, you'll see we've stored some of our extra materials. But look at the size of this mudroom. This is huge. So you've got space for your washer and dryer. You can get cabinets installed if you prefer that instead of the shelf. You've got additional storage right next door with another hanging rod. And then yet another area that can be used for the cubbies and the bench seat overhead cabinets, or a lot of folks are putting in a second freezer back here. But it's really, really nice because you've got the position of the back door that you could go out to a carport really easy. Another thing I really like is here in the mudroom. The mudroom actually opens up into this hall bathroom. So if the kiddos are dirty or the hubby's dirty and needs to take a shower before he gets into the house, you can do that in this bathroom. Again, the hickory cabinets are a really, really sharp feature. These pine doors are beautiful. Would love to have you guys come down and take a look at this home in person. Okay, so let's get into our information today. If I can find my assistant, Karen. Yeah, come on back. So Karen's going to help me with this today. We're going to have a little bit of a presentation. This is my lovely wife. Say hi, Karen. All right, so this is the fireplace that's here in the family room that's in the back. Really, really keen. It's got the built-in spots for your TV to go above the fireplace mantle. So I'm going to be using that here in just a minute. But we'll tune this in and I'll step around. We'll kind of go over a few things. So again, I want to thank you for joining me today on the third session of the process of purchasing a manufactured home from Oak Creek Homes. Appreciate your attentiveness and I really appreciate your comments. Sorry for that little boondoggle we had on earlier. But what I'm going to do is kind of set up a whiteboard and then go over a few things with you that cover the importance of proper site selection and preparation as you begin to get ready for your home. In the first session, you'll kind of remember we talked about how to choose a builder and how to choose a home. The second session, we talked about the financing of manufactured and modular homes. And today we want to talk about phase 3, which is the site preparation, site selection, and considerations on that. So, set up my easel. So I hope y'all can see that. So when you consider purchasing a home, there's a few things that I think are important for you to consider. And one of the first things that you want to talk about is the zoning. Okay? So on homes, it's important to know what the zoning is on the lot that you intend to put your home. Different cities have different restrictions if you're going inside the city limits, and you may discover that on your particular piece of property, you may need to consider doing a modular home. But fear not, Oak Creek Homes is here to help with that. We do produce a very broad range of modular homes in different sizes, plan configurations. In fact, the home that we just walked through is available in a modular configuration, and you don't sacrifice any of the look, but you get that extra bit of steroids, I guess I'd say, going in the construction of the home that lets it be modular. So you definitely want to check on your zoning. You also want to check on any deed restrictions, okay? And don't make fun of my writing, but you want to check on deed restrictions. You may find that in some subdivisions or on property there are restrictions to the size of the home, limitations to the size of the home. They may also call out that you have to have a certain amount of masonry or a particular type of siding. So just get familiar with your zoning requirements, and you can call the Planning and Zoning Division of your local authority. If you happen to be out in the county, outside the city limits, then it's free game and you're in good shape. But I will mention that that's a really good reason to use factory-built homes, is because regardless of their placement, there's always an underlying building code that is going to require that they meet minimum standards for their construction. So even if the county doesn't require it, the federal codes or the modular code that's in play, depending on the home, will dictate that there be at least a minimum standard for the construction of your home. So we kind of take those two things off of there. The other things that I wanted to talk to you about is when you get to the land, you want to do a few things. First, you want to kind of survey or take a look at the lay of the land. You know, and it can be a lot of different things. Not all land is flat. So you may have a piece of property that has some humps, maybe goes up, goes down. That is something that you need to be aware of, because in order to place the home, we're going to have to deal with that. So be sure that you look at the lay of the land. Now sometimes there's not only a hump, but sometimes you'll find that there's a low spot in the land. And that's something else that we need to be aware of. So when you're looking at land, you want to identify any type of natural formations that may cause a complication or may cause a point of interest for your installer, to make sure that we're dealing with that. In the state of Texas, it's a requirement on homes that are over 16 feet that there be a minimum of a house pad installed underneath. So this will take care of a lot of these types of situations if you do a good job and a thorough job of inspecting your home site. The next thing we want to talk about are utility installations. And really there are three primary utilities that you're going to have to deal with. You've got to deal with your water, your sewer or septic, and the electric. Okay? So those are three things that you want to be aware of. We need to be able to identify the distance from the electrical source, the water meter if it needs to be installed or if a well needs to be dug, whether you're on city services for sewer or if a septic system needs to be installed. Now I know that a lot of this stuff can sound overwhelming, but again, that's a great reason to come to Oak Creek Homes. We've got trained professionals that will help you deal with this and put the entire package together. So we not only will provide you with the home, we can assist you with locating and the purchase of the land, and we can also organize and orchestrate the construction side of things, which kind of make up your entire home package. So utility installation is important. You want to have that discussion with your builder. Make sure that you clearly define whose responsibility it is for the installation of those particular things. The next thing we want to talk about are foundations. Okay, not every home requires a foundation. We recommend it underneath all of the homes, particularly in the double section homes. And I want to show you real quick on a foundation system kind of what we do. So the first thing that we do at Oak Creek when we're doing a foundation is that we will generate an engineered print that will give you the location of where the runners have to be on your foundation, and I'll show you that in a moment. But we want to get an engineered foundation print. The next thing that we'll do, this is going to be a quick view of what a pad will look like. So on this particular piece of property, we've done a caliche pad and tried to compensate for the dips and unevenness of the soil so that the set crews have a good place to go. If you choose to do a foundation, they will then come back and mark the places where those cross runners need to go. Once those are marked, equipment is brought in and they'll begin to trench through the bottom of that pad so that they can install the foundation system. Once all of those trenches are put in place, you'll notice inside, well, actually right here are your tie-down anchors. Those go into the concrete. You've got the steel rebar that goes into the bottom of the foundation. And so it's all dug out and done that way. So this is what the finished product will look like in with the anchors set. The runners are all poured and placed. There you can see all of them here. And then voila, you've got a foundation for your home. Once that foundation is complete and cured, they'll actually bring the home right over the top of the foundation and set it up there. So that's a really quick run through on the foundation side of things, but wanted you to be able to see that a foundation is required on a modular home. It's not an option. It has to be there. On a manufactured home double section, I strongly recommend it. It's not a requirement unless you're doing an FHA type of loan. Different lenders have different requirements for foundation systems. But I wanted to go over that with you and touch base on that with you. So next thing that we want to talk about is the site inspection. Whenever you choose a builder, and if you choose Oak Creek, you've chosen wisely, we will do an on-site site visit with you in almost all cases. We really want to come out and take a look at the location where you want to put your home. We want to make sure that we're giving you the best opportunity for a good setup. Now, once the home is set up and installed, does the dealership that you're working with, if it's not in Oak Creek, do they have a set inspection process? One of the beauties of Oak Creek Homes that I think is very, very powerful is that we have implemented a third-party inspection program on all of our double section installations so that we have a licensed engineer that comes and inspects the setup on the homes to make sure that they're in conformance with state and manufacturer recommendations. The last thing that I want to talk to you about is the skirting and the underpinning. If you remember at the beginning of our video today, I showed you one of the options for skirting or underpinning. You've got several different options, everything from vinyl to steel to stone, block, rock, or you can match the siding that's on the home and have that carried down. So whether you choose the vinyl or go all the way up to the stone or block, you want to be able to identify that request to your dealership. So that just kind of takes you through really quickly some of the things that you need to consider when you are getting your site ready. You want to take a look at the zoning and the deed restrictions. You want to take a look at the lay of the land. Are there any types of dips or whoop-de-doos in the soil that's going to make it a challenge for the installers? You want to have a very frank discussion about your utilities, the water, sewer, and electric. Who is doing that? Who's responsible for that? And then you want to be sure that you're getting a good inspection done at your location. If you have questions about any of the materials that we've covered today or previously in any of our presentations, we're happy to share with you that information. I want to remind you that we do have the forms available for you. The questionnaire on the 19 questions to ask when you are getting ready to purchase a manufactured home, that is available to you. We also have a list of the most commonly requested documents that the lenders are going to want to take a look at as you go through your pre-qualification process. That way you can be well prepared when you choose a time to purchase a home. We welcome you to give a call to any of our 18 different display centers. We are doing live video tours, hopefully not sideways like I started today, but we've got live video tours of the homes. Guys, we just want you to see our product. We want you to see how nice it can be. We want you to stay safe, and we want you to stay home in an Oak Creek. This is Bill Wilkins at Oak Creek Homes. I thank you so much for watching today. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing what you think.